Ever wondered why the world feels like it's on the edge of chaos? Why things seem to fall apart when you're not around, or why everything feels so fragile? Well, what if I told you that you are the reason this world still holds together? What if I told you that as a chosen one, your very presence is crucial for the world's balance? You may not realize it, but you are walking a path that only a few can see. You're a part of something much bigger than you know, and without you, everything could collapse. This might sound strange, but it's true. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are meant for greatness. Destiny has picked you to play a role that no one else can. Your every move, your every action is connected to the greater scheme of the universe. This isn't just a random series of events, it's all part of a plan. When you're not here, the world loses something important. Your presence makes a difference even if you don't always see it. It's like a ripple in a pond. Even small actions from you cause waves far beyond what you can imagine. Maybe you've already felt this deep down. That little voice inside, you telling you there's something more for you, something beyond the ordinary. Maybe you've looked around and felt out of place, as though you don't quite fit into the regular patterns that everyone else follows. That's because you're not meant to. You're destined for something more profound. The universe doesn't provide a guide, but instead it gives you hints, signs, and subtle nudges to help you recognize your true calling. If you're aware of these signs, you're already on the right path, whether you believe it or not. It's easy to ignore or dismiss these signs as coincidences, but nothing in this world happens by chance. Everything is connected. The people you meet, the places you go, the challenges you face, they all play a role in the journey that's unfolding for you. These signs are calling you to embrace your purpose. If you ignore them, you're not just missing out on an opportunity. You could be allowing the world to drift into chaos. Your unique gifts are meant to guide and support those around you. Without them, the balance of the universe begins to shift in ways you don't want to imagine. So what does it mean to be a chosen one? It means that the universe has put a responsibility on your shoulders, a responsibility you can't run from. It means that everything you do, every decision you make, ripples through the world in ways you can't fully understand. But trust me, it's all leading you to something greater. The signs are there. Your destiny is calling. The question is, will you answer it? Now let's talk about what's at stake here. If you choose to ignore the signs, to turn your back on the path that's laid out for you, the consequences are real. You might not see it today, but down the road everything will begin to unravel. Without you playing your part, things will start to fall apart. The world around you will become more disconnected, more chaotic. People will lose their way. And they will look for someone to guide them, someone who isn't there anymore. It's like an orchestra missing its conductor. The instruments are there, the music is still being played, but without that guiding presence, it's just noise. Nothing will sound right. The harmony is gone. This is the world without you. You are that conductor. The universe has placed you in this life with purpose. Your presence brings clarity, peace, and guidance to those who need it most. If you're not there to guide them, they'll be lost. And when they're lost, the world around them begins to crumble. They'll lose trust in themselves, in each other, and in the very things that make life meaningful. If you think about it, how many times have you stepped into a room or a situation and suddenly everything just felt right? That's not coincidence. That's your energy, your presence making a difference. People feel your authenticity, your strength, and they're drawn to it because it's real. It's rare. People are searching for something to believe in, something they can trust, and you are the one who can provide that trust. You're the one who can give them hope when they have none. But if you ignore your purpose, you withhold that hope. You leave a void in the world that others will try and fail to fill. Imagine what happens when you're not around to guide, to heal, or to inspire. The world will slowly lose that spark that keeps it together. People will become more disconnected. The chaos will grow, and the darkness will seem overwhelming. But you have the power to keep that from happening. You hold the key to the balance of everything around you. If you refuse to answer your calling, if you choose to walk away, you will not only miss out on fulfilling your true purpose, you'll be leaving the world without the light it so desperately needs. This isn't just about you, it's about everyone around you. It's about making sure that no matter what happens, you leave behind a legacy of truth, light, and authenticity. You have the power to shape the world, to guide others, and to bring them to a place of understanding and peace. If you ignore that power, you risk everything falling apart. And it's not just the world that suffers, it's you too. When you deny your purpose, you deny yourself the fulfillment that comes from living a life of meaning and impact. Your soul will feel it. The emptiness will become too heavy to bear. So, take a moment to think. Do you want to live a life where you've made an impact, where you've guided others, where your presence has made a difference, or do you want to fade into the background, letting the world spin out of control? The choice is yours. But remember, the stakes are high. The world is waiting for you to step into your role. You've probably already felt it in your gut, that subtle whisper that tells you there's something more to life than just the everyday routine. You might have even noticed signs along the way, moments when everything seems to fall into place, or when something feels deeply familiar, as if you've known it all along. These are the signs of a chosen one. Destiny has been trying to communicate with you for a long time. It's not just a matter of chance or coincidence. It's the universe reaching out to you, signaling that it's time to take action. If you look closely, you'll start to see these signs everywhere. They might be subtle at first, but over time they become clearer and harder to ignore. These signs are like breadcrumbs left along your path, guiding you toward your true purpose. But most people miss them. They get caught up in the noise of everyday life and overlook the deeper messages that are being sent their way. If you're reading this, chances are you're already aware of the signs. You feel something different about yourself. You know, deep down, that you're meant for more. Maybe it's the way people naturally turn to you for advice, or how your words always seem to resonate with others in a way that sticks. Maybe it's the feeling that you just don't fit in with the rest of the world, as though you've been given a different set of rules to live by. These aren't random feelings. These are indications that you are on the right path. You've been chosen for a reason. Your authenticity, your strength, your ability to see through the lies and falsehoods that others cling to. These are the qualities that set you apart. It's not always easy to see the signs when you're caught up in the rush of daily life, but once you start paying attention, they will become undeniable. The universe has a way of making things clear when the time is right, and that time is now. If you're still unsure, take a moment to reflect on your past. Think about the moments when everything seemed to click into place, when you felt a deeper connection to the world around you. Those are the moments when you were in tune with your true purpose. As a chosen one, you are constantly being guided. The signs are there to lead you, to help you navigate the challenges and obstacles that come your way. It's not about having everything figured out from the start. It's about trusting the process and following the signs as they appear. The universe is watching over you, guiding you toward the life you were meant to live. All you have to do is recognize the signs, embrace your destiny, and step into your role. One of the most important things you'll notice about being a chosen one is that you can't fake who you are. Authenticity is at the core of everything you do. It's not just about being true to yourself in front of others. It's about recognizing the value of honesty in every interaction. You see, when you are authentic, you are in alignment with your true self, and that creates a magnetic energy that others can't help but be drawn to. People can sense when someone is being real, and they gravitate towards that energy. If you've ever felt like you just couldn't stand the fake conversations or the people who are only out for personal gain, it's because deep down, you recognize the importance of sincerity. Dishonesty doesn't sit right with you. Whether it's someone pretending to be something they're not, or people making shallow connections, you can feel the disconnect, and it bothers you. That's because your soul craves authenticity. You don't want to be surrounded by pretense. You want real relationships built on trust, truth, and honesty. This need for authenticity can often leave you feeling isolated, as many people around you are caught up in their own illusions, focused on superficial things that don't matter in the grand scheme of life. Materialism, gossip, and fake personas. are part of the world you don't want to belong to. And that's okay. As a chosen one, you're not meant to blend in, you're meant to stand out, to shine a light on what truly matters. The fact that you can't tolerate dishonesty is not a flaw. It's a sign that you are in tune with your true purpose. You are a living example of how life should be lived, authentically. This trait isn't just about rejecting lies. It's also about recognizing authenticity in others. You have a unique ability to see through the masks that people wear. It's like you have an internal radar for detecting who is real and who is pretending. This gift is part of what makes you special. Your ability to discern sincerity from falsehood gives you the clarity to build the right relationships and navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose. You don't waste time on shallow connections. Instead, you invest your energy in people who are genuine, who value what you bring to the table, and who see you for who you truly are. The more you embrace your authenticity, the more others will be drawn to you. You become a beacon of truth in a world that often seems full of lies and pretenses. People want to be around someone who is real, who doesn't try to manipulate or fake their way through life. Your authenticity will attract the right people, the ones who share your values and understand the importance of living a life that's true to oneself. You'll find that the more you let go of the need to fit in, the more you will stand out in a way that feels natural, fulfilling, and purposeful. For many of us, the idea of following a simple, predictable life just doesn't cut it. Maybe you've experienced this too. The constant yearning for something deeper, something that can't be explained by the normal routines of everyday life. It's like there's an inner longing pushing you forward, telling you that there is more to life than just going through the motions. Some people are content with the everyday, with the comforts of routine and predictability, but that's not you. You sense that there's something beyond the ordinary, something greater waiting to be discovered. This feeling is what drives you to seek more. While others might be content with the normal cycle of work, home, and social gatherings, you find yourself looking beyond those things. You feel the pull to explore life's deeper meaning, to push the boundaries of what's expected, and to discover what truly makes you come alive. Life's mundane routines don't satisfy you because you know there's so much more to experience. There's a world out there, full of adventure, self-expression, and purpose, and you're not content to just live on the surface of it. This drive for more is what sets you apart from others. Many people get caught up in the expectations of society, thinking that their purpose is simply to follow along with what everyone else is doing. But you're not like that. You understand that life is about more than just following rules. It's about breaking free from the restrictions that others live by and embracing a journey that is uniquely yours. You crave authenticity, meaning, and purpose, and you're not afraid to go after them, even if it means stepping outside the lines of what's normal or comfortable. Your desire for more isn't about material things or superficial success. It's about seeking a life that aligns with your true values, a life where you can make an impact and experience the world in all its depth and complexity. It's about following your intuition and trusting that the path you're on is leading you to something greater. You are meant to explore, to question, and to seek out the hidden truths of existence. And in doing so, you'll find a sense of fulfillment that can't be found by just living according to others' expectations. This need for something greater often leads to a feeling of isolation. You might feel like you don't quite fit in with those around you, as if they don't share the same hunger for purpose or adventure that you do. But this isn't a bad thing. It's a sign that you are on the right path. Not everyone will understand your drive, and that's okay. The journey you're on is yours alone, and while it may seem lonely at times, it's also rich with potential for growth, discovery, and self-expression. You are destined for more, and this desire for something greater will push you to uncover it. As a chosen one, your life will not always be easy. In fact, you'll face many challenges along the way. From a young age, you might have felt like life was always testing you, throwing obstacles in your path when others seemed to have it easier. But these struggles are not random. They are part of the process that helps shape you into the person you're meant to become. The adversity you face isn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. Each challenge, each difficulty, is a lesson that strengthens your spirit and prepares you for what lies ahead. The tough times you experience will give you the resilience and wisdom you need to not only survive, but thrive. You will find that every trial you overcome makes you stronger and more capable of handling what's to come. These struggles are the things that teach you important lessons about yourself and the world around you. They help you develop empathy for others, because you know what it's like to go through hardship. Your ability to face adversity head-on will inspire others who are struggling. They'll see your strength and find hope in it. You'll become a beacon for those who need guidance, showing them that they too can overcome their challenges. As you navigate these trials, you'll find that you gain a deeper understanding of what really matters in life. You'll start to see through the distractions and superficialities that consume most people's time and energy. You'll begin to focus on what truly brings fulfillment and joy, authentic connections, meaningful work, and the peace that comes from knowing you're on the right path. Your hardships will teach you what it means to be strong, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You will learn that true strength comes from within, and that it's often in our most difficult moments that we discover what we're really capable of. Each obstacle you face is like a stepping stone, pushing you toward your greater purpose. And even though it might seem like the world is against you at times, remember that these challenges are preparing you for something bigger. Your journey through adversity is not just for your own growth, it's also for the benefit of those around you. As you become stronger, you will be able to help others navigate their own struggles, showing them that they too can rise above the hardships they face. Through your own experiences, you will become a guiding light, lighting the way for others to follow. In a world that often seems filled with negativity, confusion, and darkness, your light shines through. You might not always notice it, but your very presence has a powerful impact. When you walk into a room, when you speak, when you share your thoughts and ideas, you radiate energy that others can feel. It's the light of authenticity, truth, and kindness. This light is your gift, and it's needed now more than ever. The world can be a dark place, but your light has the power to guide others through that darkness. People are constantly searching for something to believe in, something that feels real and grounded amidst all the chaos. They're looking for someone who can offer them a sense of clarity and hope. That's where you come in. Whether you realize it or not, people are drawn to you because you offer a glimpse of something pure in a world that often feels lost. Your light, your ability to stay true to yourself, and your refusal to give in to the darkness around you is what makes you a beacon of hope for others. It's not always easy to maintain your light. There will be times when you feel drained, when the weight of the world feels too heavy. During those times, it's important to remember that your light is not something you have to create. It's already within you. It's a natural part of who you are, and it's just waiting to be shared. When the darkness feels overwhelming, remember that your light can never be extinguished. It is yours to share, and the more you embrace it, the more you'll find that it spreads to others. You might wonder why it's so important to be the one who holds the light, to be the one who guides others. It's simple. Without you, the world becomes a much darker place. Your light has the power to lift others, to remind them of their own worth, and to inspire them to step into their own power. It's like a ripple effect. By shining brightly, you allow others to do the same. Together, your collective light can transform the world around you, pushing back against the darkness and creating a space where love, truth, and authenticity can thrive. In the end, the world will always need people like you, people who refuse to conform, who reject the darkness, and who stand tall in the face of adversity. Your light is needed now more than ever, and it's not something you should hide or dim down. The more you embrace it, the more you will inspire others to embrace theirs as well. Keep shining even when it's hard, because your light makes a difference. One of the challenges that often comes with being a chosen one is the sense of loneliness. You may have felt like an outsider for most of your life, even among your closest family and friends. It's as if you don't quite fit into the box that society has created for everyone else. You might have wondered why you didn't have the same interests or beliefs as those around you. At times, this feeling of isolation can be overwhelming, and it might make you question whether you're truly meant to be different from everyone else. But this feeling of being an outsider is not a curse. It's a sign that you are on the right path. You were never meant to fit into the mold that others have created. Your role in this world is unique, and sometimes that means standing apart from the crowd. It's not always easy to accept that you don't fit in, but this difference is part of what makes you special. It's your ability to see the world from a perspective that others can't, and that perspective is what will help guide them. You may feel lonely at times, especially when those around you don't understand you or share your vision. But that loneliness isn't something to be feared. It's in those quiet moments that you'll find the space to grow and discover more about who you are. It's during the times when you're alone that you can hear your own thoughts clearly and begin to truly understand your purpose in this world. Embrace this solitude. It is in this space that you will find the strength to continue your journey and the wisdom to guide others along the way. It's also important to remember that you are not alone in your journey. There are others like you, others who feel the same pull, the same sense of being different, the same desire for something greater. You may not see them now, but they are out there, waiting for the moment when their paths cross with yours. Together, you will form a collective force for positive change. Your unique perspective and experiences will help others find their way, and theirs will help you find yours. Being an outsider may feel difficult, but it is also a gift. It gives you the freedom to be yourself, to chart your own course, and to follow a path that is true to your soul. As a chosen one, you are not meant to follow the crowd. You are meant to lead. And though the journey may be lonely at times, it is also full of potential for growth, discovery, and transformation. Embrace your difference, because it is through that difference that you will shine the brightest. Even though you may have faced your fair share of hardships and mistreatment in the past, one thing that never changes is your capacity for kindness. This may seem surprising to some, especially those who have taken advantage of your generous nature. But the truth is, your ability to give without expecting anything in return is part of what makes you a chosen one. You are a natural empath, and helping others is simply a part of who you are. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. Your acts of kindness flow from a place of deep compassion and understanding. You don't give to get something in return. You give because it's in your nature. You have a pure heart, and that purity drives you to uplift others. Even when you've been hurt or misunderstood, you choose to remain kind. This doesn't mean you let others take advantage of you, but rather that your kindness is a reflection of your inner strength and integrity. The kindness you show to others is not just a simple gesture, it's a powerful tool for transformation. When you help others, you offer them a glimpse of the world as it could be, a place of love, compassion, and understanding. Your kindness can heal wounds that words cannot, and it can inspire others to act with the same generosity. You have the ability to create a ripple effect of positivity that spreads out and touches the lives of those around you. In a world that can sometimes feel cold and disconnected, your kindness is a beacon of light. It serves as a reminder to others that goodness still exists and that small acts of compassion can make a big difference. Keep giving, keep being kind, because your actions are changing the world in ways you may never fully understand. You may not always see the impact of your kindness, but know that it's there, and remember, it's this kindness that sets you apart as someone truly exceptional. Now that you've recognized the signs and embraced your authenticity, it's time to take the next step. The world needs you, your light, your strength, and your unique perspective. As a chosen one, you have a purpose that only you can fulfill. Your journey may not always be easy, and at times it may feel lonely, but know that you are not walking this path alone. The universe has been guiding you every step of the way. There will be challenges and there will be times when you question whether it's worth it. But remember, your presence in this world is invaluable. You are the light that can guide others, the strength that can inspire, and the love that can heal. When you answer the call to embrace your destiny, you not only fulfill your own purpose, you help others do the same. So trust in your journey. Trust in your purpose. Keep walking the path that has been laid out for you, because the world is waiting for you to shine. When you answer the call, everything will begin to fall into place. You are chosen for greatness. Don't ever forget that.